Hello, everybody. Day 3 of the May Tarot Challenge. Again, if you want to know the questions, if you want to know the question, go to my Instagram, Shane in the Universe. I'm trying to post these every time I post a video, and then posting the flyer and the questions along with it. So yesterday, see, I got the Death in the Tower card together. That's awesome. That's super great. Fun times ahead. Let's get my cord out of the way there a little bit. Yesterday's question was, what do I need to learn and why? Okay, so I need to learn how to let shit go. that's it for sure. Yeah, so today is what is my strength and how do I use it? So that's interesting. It's not a why anymore, it's a how. How do I use that? And I feel like it's a good time to be asking that question considering yesterday's cards. So let's give this one last ripple. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm getting ready to leave here in a few minutes to go to my aunt's and hang out with her and my cousin and have dinner and watch a movie. No movie decided on yet. I've seen everything. I'm a big movie nerd. Yeah, movies, TV series. I watch more than I should. So that's my plan for this evening. Alright, what is my strength? What is my greatest strength? We're going to say that might be how it's worded, but that's how I'm going to word. Because we all have more than one strength, I hope. Like, if I only have one strength and I need to make it through this life, hoo-wee. So what is my greatest strength and how do I use that? Wow, nothing but majors lately. Gosh, yesterday 2 majors, starting with a major today. Adjustment, which is such an interesting card in the Thoth Tarot deck. As you can see, it is what is typically our Justice card in the Rider-Waite system. And then it's also the 8 here instead of the 11. So same idea, kind of, as Justice. To me, this... I didn't think about the actual card in the question until just now. Like, is that a strength? I'm not. What are you saying? Because balance and adjustment, those aren't my biggest strengths. And that's kind of what the Thoth system shoots for, I think, is more of that, like, evening out, karmic evenness. And I guess in that sense, so biggest strength is maybe we are looking at more of the justice side. I mean, we have the same image here, with the sword of truth and the balancing of the scales. And she has a mask on. She looks just totally in her element, ready to mete out justice. She looks serene, as if she knows. She knows what this is. She looks hard, but serene. So one of my biggest strengths, it's hard for me to say anything, I don't like to flatter myself, but, considering the question, I'm going to have to a little bit, is, I think, how do I put this? Like, being able to determine what is just compared to what isn't just. And I think that's a lot more tricky in today's world, because there's so much that we just take, I think that society takes for granted at face value. We don't look at the morality, the ethics, the fairness, the laws implied, especially when it comes to, let's not go there, but laws in the United States. You actually take a step back and look at these laws and you figure out, wow, some of them are really ridiculous and our rights have been totally stripped away. So I think, okay, so one of my greatest strengthnesses One of my greatest strengths is being able to see those injustices and see where things just aren't right. I often am able to step back where maybe other people wouldn't take as far of a step back and really look at, like, why is it this way? Why are we doing things this way? Why are we being so blinded in this area? And I do that with a lot of things. I like to really strip it down and ask myself, like, what is the reasoning here? So I think, I think that is one of my best strengths, I'll say, yeah. So that works well. And then the bottom card, ooh, how do I use it? Interesting. It's blurry today. It's usually not that blurry. Two of Swords, which is also peace. Peace in the Thoth deck, which is not typically what we think of when we look at the Two of Swords. And we're going to have to go kind of intuitive here because I've not done super in-depth study of the Thoth. This is why I'm doing it. I am learning. So what do we have? We have the Moon in Interesting in Libra. So Libra cards. Both have, adjustment is, yeah, it's Libra. So that is very interesting. And the Moon really is about, using your intuition, navigating the dark pathways. So how best do I use, how do I use this is through intuition, which is something I've really been, working on, focusing on, is trying to trust my intuition, learn where that is inside of me and draw on that. That's not always easy for me to do. I think this is also saying, because there is a union here, there's kind of, in the Thoth, I think it's looked at more of a union of ideas. There is some peace here, as opposed to, if you go into the Rider-Waite system, that's more like, it's more of like decision making, fork in the road, that kind of thing. But here I'm really getting that vibe of one, using intuition to make these, decisions, and then doing it in that peaceful manner, making sure that I am not acting in ways that are against my conscience, or determining right from wrong, and then still acting out on this path, on the wrong path, because I will do that. I will take that step back and say, strip down, this is what it is, but this wrong way is so much easier. So I think that both of these, the duality here too, with the scales and the two, the swords and the Libra, is all telling me, like, yeah, use my intuition, make sure I am balancing these ideas in my mind, make sure they are, converging together. Make sure I have a lot of ideas that oppose. So how do I use this? I need to learn how to blend those together, how to mesh them, how to work with all of it. I'm often very black or white. And, this is kind of a black and white card, but then this one is telling me to kind of merge them for the peaceful union of ideas and determinations. Great! I mean, that's helpful for me. I need to write these down. At least I'm putting them on my Instagram. I should be journaling these, but I'm not perfect. That's great after yesterday. Like, that couldn't have been better. I was kind of nervous that, like, I wasn't going to get much of a reading, or it was going to be sloppy or bad. And so far, the Thoth has my back, and she knows what she's talking about. And I'm super excited. Good reading today. Is anybody following along with this? Is anybody else doing this? Interested? If you are, let me know. Follow me on Instagram. I'll follow you back. Do this with me if you want. Post your results on Instagram, and I'll make sure to look at them, and we can talk about it. Whatever. That is it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I am glad that you are following me along on this little part of the journey, and I appreciate all the feedback from yesterday that I got in the insights. Some of you are just very insightful, and you know me better than I thought you did. Kind of scary. But I appreciate your comments and your insights so much. Bye.